What happens when grief destroys love, and silence becomes louder than words? Today's film is The Door in the Floor, 2004. A slow-burning emotional drama about loss, marriage, desire, and emotional betrayal. This movie doesn't scream drama. It whispers pain. So sit back because this story is uncomfortable, human, and disturbingly real. The story revolves around a married couple living in a beachside house in New England. They appear wealthy, calm, and artistic, but behind closed doors, their marriage is already broken. The film explores grief, infidelity, emotional neglect, and how people cope differently with unbearable loss. Ted Cole is a successful children's book author. His books are dark, symbolic, and often misunderstood, much like his personality. His wife, Marion, is emotionally fragile, distant, and drowning in grief. Years ago, they lost both of their young sons in a tragic accident. This single event becomes the silent monster living inside their marriage. Ted chose to suppress the pain. Marion chose to live inside it. And that difference slowly destroyed them. Into this emotionally unstable household comes Eddie, a quiet teenage boy hired as a summer assistant. Eddie is innocent, observant, and emotionally starved himself. Marion, seeing a reflection of her lost children in Eddie, grows attached to him. At first, their bond seems maternal, but slowly boundaries blur. Ted is emotionally unavailable. He cheats openly, almost casually, using affairs as a coping mechanism. Marion, meanwhile, feels invisible, unloved, untouched, and unheard. The tragedy is not just the loss of their children. It's the fact that they stopped grieving together. Marion's attachment to Eddie turns inappropriate. She doesn't seduce him out of lust. She reaches for him out of emptiness. Eddie is confused, uncomfortable, but also desperate for connection. The power imbalance is disturbing, and the film never glorifies it. This moment marks the emotional collapse of the household. Ted eventually realizes something is wrong. Instead of anger, he responds with cold calculation. He doesn't explode, he controls. Ted's reaction reveals his true nature. A man who prefers manipulation over confrontation. The title is symbolic. In Ted's children's books, The Door in the Floor represents something hidden, dangerous, and easy to fall into, especially for children. In real life, the door represents unaddressed grief, emotional neglect, and suppressed trauma. Everyone in this film falls through that door. Ted represents emotional repression. Marion represents unresolved grief. Eddie represents innocence caught between adult failures. No one is a villain, and that's what makes the story disturbing. The film ends quietly. There's no redemption arc. No dramatic resolution. Just emotional consequences. And permanent damage. Some wounds never heal, they simply change shape. Grief can destroy intimacy. Silence can be crueler than anger. Emotional neglect is a form of violence. Some relationships survive tragedy. Others rot from it. This is not a comfortable film, but it is an honest one. The Door in the Floor, 2004, isn't meant to entertain. It's meant to unsettle. If you enjoy psychological dramas that explore the darker sides of human emotion, this film will stay with you long after the credits roll.